puppy you saw on your way to work, that little kitten that you found mewing its head off at your doorstep, homeless animals are becoming quite common these days. Every year, about 40,000 animals, both dogs and cats, go homeless in Chennai city. Now, this is either due to abandonment or because the animals of the street add to the ever-growing animal population. The solution to a problem so big is actually quite simple. Have you neutered or spayed your pet? If not, Dr. Aravind will tell you why you ought to do it.
Basic question is whether they want to breed their dog or the cat or not. If they decide not to breed the dog, then it would be a much more healthier thing to do the spaying or the neuter before the dog attains sexual maturity.
Both puppies and kittens can be spayed or neutered as early as 6 months, which is when they attain sexual maturity.
Primary importance as far as puppies or kittens are concerned would be their vaccinations. Now, as soon as the vaccinations are done, you can probably have the dog or the puppy or the kitten neutered in another 2 weeks' time.
Raja, Jean's garden dog, very recently got fixed. We met him just about a week after his surgery, and other than being a tad bit nervous about being at the vet's, he was in great shape and in good health.
So last week we brought in our street dog Raja so we could have him neutered, and then a fairly simple procedure. It just took the morning. Then we got him back, and he has had some antibiotics, 2 sets a day for 3 days, and he's doing great and fine. He's just back here for the checkup.
Now, in the cases of mongrels like Raja, there is just one extra precaution. It's a mark that's meant to keep them protected for life.
So one of the things with street dogs is, in order to keep people from catching them and possibly euthanizing and killing them, when they get their rabies vaccination as well as when they get neutered or spayed, they also get a little notch in their ear so they're easily identifiable and therefore a lot safer, and hopefully safe from being caught on the streets and euthanized.
The procedure itself is not a difficult one. The animals are not subject to any great risks, as they are usually in great health and without other health complications. The surgery itself lasts for about 2 hours, but the total time from sedation to recovery from anesthesia is roughly about 4 to 6 hours.
What it normally means is ensuring that the dog or the cat has not eaten and is on an empty stomach, so that the risk that might arise out of anesthesia is reduced. Now, surgery itself is very simple as far as the male dog or the kitten is concerned, requiring minimal post-operative care. For a female cat or a female dog, the care is more, because compared to the male, the female, the procedure itself is more invasive because it is an abdominal surgery.
And so, extra care is necessary for about 7 to 10 days. It would be safer for the animal if it didn't resort to any activity that would put stress on the abdominal wall. Now, your animal might not appreciate being cooped up in the house too much, but it's for the best. Manju and Kuti have had better lives since they've been spayed.
I asked Dr. Aravind about spaying program. Then he said if the cat is 6 months old, we can do it. During Pongal time, January, I took and left Manju for spaying at the hospital. Then of course there was Kuti, there's another younger kitten, same sister of Manju only. She was not old enough at that time, so Dr. Aravind asked me to wait till she was 6 months old. And beginning of March, I took Kuti also and left it at Dr. Arvind's clinic. He did the surgery. They are both outside, very healthy, happy, playing. They are very as normal as could be, and they will not have any problem in the whole life.
Mind you, both Manju and Kuti are building cats, and Mrs. Nirmala just had them spayed out of her kindness. So even if you don't have your own pets, you could still help sterilize the animals of your street or your building. It's better for them, and you've done your good deed.
In some cases, some dogs or cats can be extremely sensitive about something being on their skin, so they might need either a bandage or what is called as an Elizabethan collar.
Wondering if sterilization will alter your puppy's behavior or mess with your kitty's moods? Well, let Mrs. Miriam Matthew dispel your fears.
Tara's 2 years now, 2 years and 2 months. I got her spayed when she was 1 at the Ark. And at that time, to be very honest, I was scared that all that puppy attitude would disappear. But then she's still the same active thing, and not even a scar on her where the thing is. No moodiness, which I was afraid might happen.
But there is one thing that you must watch out for.
As far as side effects are concerned, whether it is the male or the female, irrespective of the dog or the cat, both will have a tendency to gain weight once the procedure has been performed. And the only way to control the weight is to ensure that their diet in terms of quantity and quality are restricted.
Watching your pet's weight is not half as bad as watching out for cysts and tumors that your pet could get as it gets older, particularly if it's not neutered or spayed. Neutering or spaying is definitely something that you must consider for your pet. Imagine a world where there are no homeless animals running about. Too far-fetched? Well, you never know unless you try, and sterilization is the first step to it. Coming up, a quick peek at critters that are out of the ordinary.